Poly are taking action towards eliminating food waste.
Micromania comes to San Luis Obispo.
And a Cal Poly student takes her hobby international.
Broadcasting from Swanson Studios, you're watching Mustang News.
Good afternoon and welcome to Mustang News. I'm Sam Spitz.
And I'm Kate Hardesty. Here are today's top stories. A Cal Poly student found her way into the music scene while studying abroad last fall. Reporter Hannah Glazer has the story.
This garage is Cal Poly business junior DJ Felifell's current creative space. However, last fall, her music escaped closed doors after she had the opportunity to DJ in the techno capital of the world, Berlin, Germany.
It was by far the best experience of my life.
She went to Berlin to study abroad, but soon after, she found her way back to the turntables.
A really great startup scene, one of the leading entrepreneurial cities in Europe, and that's my concentration as a business major. So I knew that I could learn more about music and maybe even get into the scene a little bit.
She did not get into the music scene just by luck. She would spend her nights talking to managers at clubs and bars. Her pitch? California.
Berlin is a very competitive techno and music and DJ-based city. And there's just so many DJs trying to constantly get shows out there. So I was like, I'm a DJ from California. Owners of clubs were like, we would love to book you because you're from California, because we're able to put that on the lineup. And that'll bring people out to the event.
And though Felifell has had experience with DJing to crowds in downtown Slow or other gigs, the music scene in Berlin was unlike anything she's experienced before.
I would go out solely for the music, and I would realize that the rest of the crowd was there for that exact reason, and that was something that we don't really have here.
After having the opportunity to DJ 5 different events in the techno capital of the world, keep an eye out for what's next for DJ Felifell.
I actually connected with a German singer-songwriter. She sang over a track that I produced, which was super neat, and I'll be releasing that soon. After Berlin, I know so much more about music and different genres of music and different ways of mixing. I feel like my mixing has really progressed.
Hannah Glazer, Mustang News.
After food is tossed in the trash, it doesn't stop there. Some Cal Poly students are making a difference by being resourceful with food to solve this problem of excessive food waste.
A shocking amount of food is wasted daily, from grocery stores to homes to college campuses. A few students at Cal Poly are taking action to combat this issue, like collecting unwanted food from various sources and repurposing it. Jamie Himmler, a Cal Poly third-year environmental management and protection major, collects food from her local grocery stores, food that didn't sell for different reasons, and puts it to use.
I started a business called Feel Alive, and our team goes out to farms and grocery stores and directly interacts with the farmers to accept their donated produce that would have gone to waste. And then we either distribute the produce as it is, or we make plant-based food out of it and then vend it at different events and festivals and community gatherings to raise awareness about food and nutrition and food waste and sustainability.
Himmler isn't the only one who's trying to make the planet as waste-free as possible. Dylan Stevens, the president of the Zero Waste Club at Cal Poly, composts as much as possible. However, he's faced some problems along the way.
Even here on Cal Poly's campus, we have most of our compost and recycling being diverted directly to the trash because of contamination rates being so high and students not being able to properly dispose of their waste.
Food waste is everywhere, but even being conscious of how much you buy at the store compared to how much you actually need will help. Rana Butler for Mustang News.
And now over to Hannah with the weather.
Thanks, Sam. Sunshine or rainfall? What will it be for the San Luis Obispo County this weekend? I'll have more after the break.
Awkward. I'm the awkward silence. You try to avoid me, then there I am again.
But an awkward silence can be a great thing.
Like Kelly here is about to demonstrate.
You haven't really been yourself lately. Are you okay?
Find out how you can help a friend with their mental health at seizetheawkward.org.
Here she comes. Hi, Chris. we found out that we were pregnant, we were just elated. We were just sitting there waiting for the pediatrician. She said she won't be taking you in as a client.
We are a lesbian couple, but she's just a baby. She's the one you're denying the service to.
Eva Marie smoked 12,000 packs of cigarettes over 15 years. She quit, and now there's a new lung cancer screening that could save her life. You stopped smoking. Now start screening. No matter how much you smoked, early detection could save you. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Welcome back. I'm Hannah Glazer with today's weather forecast. Today we're looking at a high of 58 and a low of 48 with 77% humidity. There was some rainfall this morning and we're expecting to see it continue until about 4 o'clock, but things are supposed to clear up around 4 and the sun is supposed to come out with some mostly clouds. So do not cancel your evening plans yet. It's going to be a nicer night. Today in the North County, we're looking at a high of 60 and low of 46, both in Paso Robles and Atascadero. In Creston, we're looking at 59 with low of 48. And Santa Margarita and San Luis Obispo are looking around high 50s to low 49s for the low of the night. The beaches are looking at a bit chillier today. Cayucos and Morro Bay are both in the high 59s and low of 50. Avila Beach is a little bit cooler today with a high of 50 and also a low of 50. Pismo and Oceano are at 58 and 49. And the beaches today aren't supposed to be expecting any more rain, so if you do want to head to the beach, you can. It's supposed to be clear, but it will be a little bit chillier. For South County and Extended, we have Arroyo Grande and Napomo, both with a high of 59, a low of about high 49. Guadalupe at 58 and 49. Santa Maria at 60 with a low of 49. 59 and 49 for Orcutt. And in Vandenberg, we have 58 with a low of 48. For our 5-day weather forecast, we're looking at mostly rain throughout the week. 58 and 49 today, like I said, and then this weekend we're looking at the low 60s, high 50s. Although it's supposed to be raining this weekend, it's going to be a really great spring season we're expecting because of a lot of greenery in our hills. And you know what they say, you can't enjoy rainbow without a little bit of rain. And that's all the weather I have for you today. Now back to Sam with a recap of today's sports.
Thanks, Hannah. This week in sports, Slow Brew hosted the Micromania Tour.
I know what you were thinking, and no, you aren't looking at a massive wrestling ring. These wrestlers are just a little shorter than usual. The Micromania Tour, which is a combination of micro-athlete wrestling and comedy, came to the Slow Brew Rock last Saturday. The audience reveled in the absurdity and cheered as micro-athletes smashed each other over the head with trash can lids, drug each other by their hair, and so much more. The audience even got to participate in the show themselves. All the athletes came out and wrestled amongst the fans and even had an ongoing dialogue going on with the crowd.
I have arrived in SLO of California, or should I say California
That surly wrestler is Bam Bam, who is no stranger to the wrestling circuit.
Wrestling is my father. He's been wrestling for 25 years. He actually started the first ever all-midget wrestling company back in 2000. From that, like 4 or 5 other midget wrestling companies have started because of it. He's since retired. But yeah, so he's been wrestling for 25 years.
In addition to Bam Bam, the other wrestlers were the 805 Zone Tiffany Payne, the Battling Bombshells Allie Parker and Monica Garcia, Rocking Rodney Savage, Jamaican Joe, and their ringleader, Billy Blades.
I've been wrestling for 20 years. I thought that the 805 needed some more entertainment, and that's why we're here.
The success of the event led Billy to promise that this would not be Micromania's last time in San Luis Obispo. Mustang News, Evan Van Beek.
And coming up in Mustang sports, the men's basketball team will travel to UC Riverside this Thursday for a rematch. Cal Poly hosted Riverside on January 23rd, losing 74-51. The game will start at 7 p.m. On Saturday, the team will be back on the road for a game at CSU Northridge, also at 7 p.m. And on Saturday, the women's basketball team will be taking on rival Hawaii. The game will be at Hawaii at 7:30 p.m. Pacific Time. Updates for both games will be available at gopoly.com.
Maria, so how's work?
It was fourth period biology. Our students just weren't getting how easily viruses spread. So Miss Bella and I had them role play a zombie virus outbreak. By the time they had all learned the lesson, all the living were dead. Hey, how's your job going?
That big sales meeting I planned? Next year, I might get to go.
Cool. Meals on Wheels gives me a chance to be totally selfless. More than the food itself, a lot of seniors don't have family. So just to have someone to talk to, just to say, hey, how was your day? That means so much more than a meal could ever mean. We have to look outside of ourselves to be that lifeline to other people. It's worth it.
A former Cal Poly student is giving community members a different way to give away clothes. The Slow Clothing Swap is free event held every quarter off campus that encourages people to bring old clothes, shoes, and jewelry that they no longer need. A group of volunteers then put out these clothes for anyone to take for free.
So people come and bring clothes they would typically donate to Goodwill. We learned a while ago that Goodwill sends us like a distribution center. It doesn't get back to like the SLO community. So like how can we make it so that the clothes we're donating can really contribute to us basically and the people that we would love to like serve in the community, whether that's homeless people, people for the women's shelter, which is now Rise Strong, or any number of like underserved communities that would benefit from having our clothes.
Look out for the Facebook event page at the beginning of spring quarter to take part in the next event.
This month is National Stalking Awareness Month, and different organizations on campus are doing what they can to help others recognize and respond to the serious crime of stalking. Cal Poly Safer held an interactive display called the Giving Tree on Tuesday. Students had the opportunity to write one recent act of kindness or how they have shown others support on a leaf and pin it to the tree branches. Safer put on this event as well as a number of others throughout the month to encourage others to stand in solidarity with sexual assault and stalking survivors. Safer's other events included an online safety workshop, a presentation put on by the University Police Department, as well as a comedy show put on by Cal Poly's Sexy in order to warn the dangers of stalking. Cal Poly Safer is committed to providing an inclusive and welcoming environment for all members of the campus community. Well, that's all the news we have for you today. The Super Bowl is this weekend, so be sure to watch that. Thank you for joining us. The Patriots and the Rams, we'll see. What are any thoughts?
I'm definitely thinking the Patriots are going to take it, but we'll see. I'm not saying that they are, but they usually come out on top, so we'll have to see.
The game is at 3:30 on Sunday, so be sure to catch that. I'm Sam Spitz.
And I'm Kate Hardesty. Have a great day.